Some things just can't get resolved before bedtime.
Before bed. I love that you. Oh. We're getting an emergency management wildfire in our area. Ugh. Hopefully it's not too close. Wildfire in the middle of a that was wild recording.
I got it, but mine are quiet.
It's time to get wild.
That was wild.
Welcome to That Was Wild. I'm Adam Macias, and this episode is going to be wild. This is a show where I talk to my wildly funny friends about the wild things happening in the world. And this episode is just fitting to be a fun, crazy time because I'm with one of my favorite people. We're back with a brand new spanking episode.
Mm-hmm.
Last week we talked to a real life vampire that was, to be honest with you, it was pre-taped in the end of 2024. But this is a brand new. We're coming straight. This is the first recording of 2025.
Hell yeah.
And I would not want to start this new season off without my dear friend to start this off. Of course, he couldn't come, so Steve Sotelo is here joining us today.
Gosh,
Steve,
what a typical, just a fucking little rib.
No, of course, my good buddy and my homie,
of course.
Steve Sotelo, my dear friend.
The Adam and Steve connection, EST 2016.
Adam and Steve. This is what I brought you on. When are we going to start that sketch team? Adam and Steve.
Well, we tried doing improv,
too prov,
but the problem is
I'm too funny.
This is real. No, this is real. Every improv scene was just me establishing that I wanted to fuck Adam,
and people were like, "Yeah, you guys should just fuck," and we did, and that's why we don't talk anymore. But anyways, this is the first recording we have done since our holiday episode where you were played Santa.
Is this like inside the actor studio now where we're talking about my performance as Santa?
What was it like eating all those cookies in order to become Santa?
I just remember that you said you don't have to.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm gonna anyway.
Yeah, no, I don't remember. And I was like, why are you doing this? You have a tiny tummy.
Yeah. Please
stop.
My pancreas has been hurting since. So.
Your pancreas?
Yeah.
Quick question. Where is it?
It's on the left side over here.
Is it? We're going to fact check that later. Eric, let's fact check that. Let's put a picture of an anatomy. Where's the pancreas?
It's like right here.
And let's see if he's right. Okay. And then also, as far as you went method, as far as you went around the mall and asked little children to sit on your lap to be getting to the role of Santa?
So, sir, like right now, I'm not allowed to speak on that because I still have there's legal proceedings happening with me in the Glendale Galleria.
You're suing the kids.
Yeah, they hurt my feelings.
Why?
They kept saying no.
And you
don't
somehow,
like rejection. Yeah,
you don't like rejection, and so you're suing the children.
Yeah.
For how much?
I mean, emotional damage only allows you to sue up to $1 million per kid.
So what is that like? I heard it's over $1 billion is what you're.
It's 1,000 kids that just kept walking up to each. You want some? Give me your contact information.
Best of luck with that, dude. And you found them on Facebook, which is it's concerning as well. Good luck with that. But honestly, thank you so much for joining us. The world is crazy already. There's so much that's been burning on since our last taping.
Yeah.
On our last episode where we talked about some stuff, we talked about the drones in New Jersey, which you weren't even aware of, really.
I didn't know anything about that. But now they're calling them the Dior bags.
This is so weird.
That's so QAnon, though. I don't. It's
no, it's not QAnon.
But you sent it. Do you know you sent me a TikTok of that? And do you know whose TikTok it was? Bethenny Frankel.
Yeah.
Who the fuck am I? Am I really getting my news from a Bravo bitch star?
Okay, first off, we should. Since we're talking about it, let's just go to that.
And if you really are believing that Bethenny Frankel is leading the charge on actual news, then bro, I got a bridge to sell you.
So the Dior bags are real. They are our Dior bags, and I have cross-referenced.
I just want to.
She has cross-reference.
She cross-referenced it.
Bethenny Frankel is Olivia Pope in this world that we're living in, where she understands like the ins and outs of things. I see this and I'm just like, what the fuck? Who's giving? It's like asking Ja Rule about 9/11.
And I bet you he knows. You know, gotta give it up.
Well, you know that whole story, right? Like during MTV, like when 9/11 happened, they're like, we gotta call up Ja. We gotta call up Ja Rule right now. He's like, yeah, man, it sucks.
What's a classic Ja Rule song?
What would I be without you?
Yeah, that's what he said about the second tower. Wait, so I sent this to you. I sent this video to you because I was like, we're starting off hot here because we're recapping some of what the end of 2024 here. I saw this video and I was like, I got served this video. I don't follow Bethenny Frankel. I know who she is because Kate watches Real Housewives of New Jersey. I do too, obviously. And so I just was like, so these Dior bags, and the way she emphasized this, I was like, okay, so what the fuck is, like, these Dior bags are real or ours? It seemed like a code. And I was like, New York fashion. It took me it took me so long to figure out, way too long into this video, that they were talking about drones. Like, it made way more sense for Bethenny Frankel to be talking about
Dior bags,
fake bags, than like fake Dior bags that are real, that are ours, than drones, than anything. I guess.
and
it was so weird.
So you just said exactly like my point.
Yes,
it would make sense if she was talking about Dior bags than actual drones,
right?
So why are you so insistent that this is a real thing? Because it's Bethenny Frankel.
I'm not saying it. No, well,
or is it like the drone conspiracists? Because it sounds like you're also a drone conspiracist.
I have no idea. Truthfully, I have no idea what's going on.
Or like a drone truther.
I just think it's weird that they're calling Dior bags now.
It's got
let's just watch this real quick. And
you're really into
with people.
I didn't even watch this whole video.
That have worked in organizations that we have heard of, who know about other organizations we have never even heard of, and operations.
Okay, yes. So she is saying,
I know
like,
a friend who knows a friend.
Right.
Who then said to my friend, who I know, that these are super real.
This is where it's totally QAnon, COVID conspiracy. Like, did we not learn anything about the COVID vaccine, like platforming COVID vaccine conspiracy theories? Like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
That she is platforming this, because this is the same thing as Nicki Minaj saying my cousin's friend got the vaccine and his balls blew up. You know, remember that shit?
No.
What? That was real. That was a real tweet she released, that the COVID vaccine made her cousin's friend's balls like swell up to an insane big amount that like they almost popped or some shit like that. That was real. So this is the same.
Of all the things, like, people were talking about how like there's like nano chips in the vaccine. It made my kid autistic. It makes some people gay. Like, I understand that because it's fixing like the genealogy of like whatever your DNA. But like, my balls swole up.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I mean, what's gonna stop you more? Like, oh, I'm gonna get some cyborg organisms, or my balls might blow up. I'd be cool with having some cyborg organisms in my body as long as my balls still worked.
I don't know, man. Imagine like
that just cuts to the quick, dude.
But like Nicki Minaj of all people, she's got no balls. She doesn't have balls, and she also has no balls in the game.
She probably has a lot of men followers.
Oh, probably.
That's why. Like, it was a total like fucking Russian deep state shit. So just to like, let's just
so fucking funny.
To make these Dior bags. And the one thing that the multiple people keep saying is that truth is stranger than fiction, and fiction has become reality, and that there are many things going on at once, at the same time, that it is not a drill, that some of these Dior bags very much appear to be bags that search out things that aren't great, and that there is definitely a scramble. And
this is when I realized we were talking about drones. I was like, up until this point, I was like, oh, I thought this whole time she was still talking about like fashion, actual Dior bags. It's truly crazy.
It's fucking dumb.
But okay, so just let's put all the conspiracy theory aside because I don't really fucking know. I think what's maybe happening is probably corporations are testing out various patents in New Jersey, various laws. I think they're not. I don't think they're military drones. I think they're private government drones. So whatever. Blah blah blah. But let's talk about the idea that classic TikTok is changing the phrasing so that we can actually talk about them into something that
doesn't get censored,
which is such a funny fucking thing.
Do you know
which is
who
why
else
I
did
miss
that?
this app so much.
Yeah.
It
ends January 19th or some shit like that.
20th or something, 19th.
Trump's
Like literally the day before the
inauguration.
inauguration. So yeah, Dior bags, which is so funny to me, which is so funny because, which is maybe why she's talking about this, because if Bethenny Frankel says Dior bags,
Yeah.
it's going to put a lot of weight into that search engine thing, like as far as the internet works.
Wait, you think Bethenny Frankel has like influence still?
On fashion and shit? Yeah, totally. Especially New York fashion. You know how many fucking like fake, if you type in fake Dior bag,
Yeah.
New York, and a Real Housewife pops up on that shit? Are you kidding me? Hell yeah.
But then it raises awareness for
the drones or some shit. I don't know. There's definitely something weird happening for sure.
So I just wonder, like, I mean, the natural like skeptic in me just goes like, all right, well, if it's government testing things out, why not try them in,
Arizona or something.
deserts?
Yeah.
Like, like how
Why
we
New
practice
Jersey?
missiles.
Yeah.
Like all of that stuff. You can figure it out. Like, you really want to go see some Guidos? Like, is that really? And like, and it's so stupid Guido mentality to think that they are so interesting.
Yeah.
That the government needs to spy on them. That they need to go to Hoboken, of all places.
Hoboken.
Yeah. That they need to go there or Brunswick
Or Trenton.
Yeah. Who like I maybe it's just me as a Californian, as a Southern Californian.
Right. Yeah.
Because Central, no one gives a shit about.
Oh.
Parts of Northern,
No one gives a shit about
well,
any
Bay
other
Area,
part other
Bay
than Southern
Area
California. Let's be
and
honest.
SoCal.
Yeah.
In California, no one gives a shit about.
Let's just be honest. Silicon Valley and Southern California. That's all that people care
Yeah,
about.
because San
Like,
Francisco.
no one gives a shit about Oakland. Let's be honest. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. It's Silicon Valley and fucking Southern California. But yeah, you're right. Like, why, even if it was like China or Russia, as some of these other ones, it was like, why New Jersey? Why, like,
are they too pussy to go across the bay or the river to
like New York has a fucking submarine.
Yeah.
New York police has a literal submarine that they could shoot these shits out of the sky. Why the fuck would they do this? It's so weird.
They're thinking that like all of New York's elite are actually taking the train out to
I mean, which is true though. It is true though. Like literally no one actually lives in New York. That all the elite live in New Jersey. Anyways, this is a crazy thing. Everybody, if you look up TikTok Dior bags, it's all drone stuff. It's just a weird thing that's happening. I will miss this app for sure. So much. But
are you gonna be like an Instagram Reels guy?
actually, I'm gonna be a big lemonade guy.
I heard about this lemonade, but that just seems like a shitty, like they're trying to establish themselves immediately once TikTok gets banned.
Well, it's the same company. It's ByteDance.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well then I'm fine with that.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think
it probably looks like shit.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't.
Or like 1,000th of the content that TikTok has. I just think of it like there will be something that pops up. Are they shutting down TikTok for just for the sake of having Mark or Elon make their own, like Twitter or X now is going to be the new TikTok. And it's like, just give me my stupid ass content. I don't care where I get it from.
I mean, have you been over to Instagram Reels? It's a goddamn nightmare.
Because
I don't use Instagram Reel at all.
Anything fresh on Reels that's starting to pick up like tread, I saw it like 2 weeks ago.
I know. I mean, that's probably the only reason why we have any success on Instagram Reels is what we do is take like stuff on TikTok and then bring it over to Instagram Reels, which is probably why we actually get success over there. But so we'll miss TikTok for that. So lots of crazy stuff happening in the world. This is not even the main chunk of the episode today, but I just wanted to talk about that. But good luck with your Santa lawsuit, Steve, and stuff.
I don't know if I can even crack that joke. It's not real. Like, none of this is real. I have to really preface that because we were just talking about this. One of my
You're good.
One of my students found found that TikTok of me as Santa. So now I'm like, fuck. Imagine if they're deep diving and they're
Of course, all of this is fake.
I have to censor myself.
So let's move on to the main chunk of the show, and let's talk about the wild people in the world. The show has changed a good amount since we started with Omegle and all this stuff.
Oh, right? Yeah.
But the kind of beautiful thing since the shutdown of this and showing these videos is that the internet has allowed us to kind of find a way to bring these interesting people on the show by talking about them, and then our fans and the social media people, by the reach of these social media videos, finding them after we talk about them. So I figured now what we should do is every week we talk about a wild person of the week. We vote on that wild person.
Okay.
And we try to get that person on this show.
Oh, that's neat.
So we vote on the wildest person of the week. Every week.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so right now, we are introducing the new format of the show right now.
Right on.
Let's find out the wildest person of the week.
All right. Yeah, I'm down.
Okay. All right. So this first one right here, this is just reminds me of a character that Steve would play.
Back home in Nashville, Tennessee, where I just moved from, I was going to a church, a Baptist church. At least I thought it was. And the pastor, Leon Carter Jr., he was my first cousin. Then y'all, guess what? I done come to find out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It wasn't even a real church. It was a coven. Coven. He's a warlock. A witch of sorts. Yes. I'm going to tell y'all something. If you go into church, be careful. Research it. Research the pastor. And make sure you're not in some demonic organization. Yeah. As a matter of fact, the whole city of Nashville is very toxic.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
You got witch and warlocks down there.
Toxic warlocks.
Collins. Yes, you do. I'm sure it's all over the world. But for sure, it's in Nashville, Tennessee.
For sure.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
So if you're going to church somewhere, make sure you're praying to the Father. And letting him know you need to know if it's the place for you to be. Because unfortunately, some of these pastors ain't pastors at all. And they all about that money. Yeah. Because when I used to go there, he used to always be preaching about tithing. He would beat us up about it, making us feel bad because we wasn't giving enough money. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it here. I love this video. So what we're seeing is a woman. She's an older African American woman, I'm assuming, who is walking around outside on her phone. I think at a playground. I think
it's like the backyard, and they have like a kids' playground.
I think it's just a playground. Or a park. No, I think it's a park. That's a park. Because you could see, like in the background, there's that
the
smoke,
benches,
the little
smoking,
the little smoke like
thing.
ash thing. I just love the idea of like you just on your phone be like, yeah, he was a warlock. Let me tell you, like you're just singing this song in public is amazing to me. It's such an amazing. So this is what she does. She just sings these confessions on her channel about her life. And this is the first one I found of her life. Can I show you another one real quick?
I used to be very promiscuous in my life. Been with many, many, many men.
I used to be very promiscuous in my life, with a big ass smile and a beautiful sky in the back. Oh yeah, I just love the idea of like just like singing it, man. Is this what like church is like? Because I want to go to this sort of
it's
church.
Not confessions like this.
Yeah.
But it is very much like it's very much a celebration. I like gospel churches a lot because it does feel like you love Jesus in a way where it's like you're celebrating it. It's like a cathartic thing.
Yeah.
I had this girl, I had this old girlfriend who was really like religious and took me to her church, and it was so fucking bad.
Really?
Yeah, it's called Fearless Church in LA. You could go eat a bag of dicks.
Oh
no, because what they did was really shitty.
What did they do?
So one, they played terrible music.
Okay.
But
like
their
Ja Rule or something?
No, they make it themselves.
Oh.
Which is their music sucks real shit.
Oh, speak it, Steve. You went to Fearless Church.
I went to Fearless LA on a Friday night.
It was a Friday
when I wanted to go drinking instead, but I had to go because my girlfriend begged me.
He had an alcohol problem,
but I found a solution.
The solution was
to go and ruin my Friday evening.
So he brought a flask.
If only, that would have made everything better. It would have made everything better.
It would have been so much better, but he pouted like a bitch.
I sat there and my girlfriend stood up and she had her arms like this with her eyes closed and she knew every word of the song. Song was not very good.
She was out of tune.
It was not very good.
But everybody else was not good either.
Then the pastor came out and he said to the choir,
"What was the pastor wearing? I need to know. Was it something super cool?"
Oh, well, the original pastor of the church, he came out first and he had long, straight hair.
Of course he did, because they all want to be Jesus.
And he had the big beard. He was a white guy and he looked like he was from Colorado.
Oh, yeah.
But he was trying to be hipster. Now, when I tell you he had eyeliner on and a flat brimmed snapback hat.
Say that again.
He had eyeliner and a flat back snapback hat. But he had a long sleeve shirt that had holes in it, but not the type of holes in it that are pre-made for your thumb holes. He had to make him
My God.
He had Air Force Ones on. And he was 37.
Which actually isn't that old as coming from a 37-year-old.
But he was so wide.
So wide. How wide was he?
Oh, as wide as the brightest skies. No, so then the pastor came, like
everybody give it up for Steve Sotelo. Steve Sotelo.
Yeah, so the guest pastor came out and he was like, listen, guys, if you're feeling, allergies, I want you to come up here. We're gonna pray away your allergies. They're like, if you got migraines, and so people are like, my hip hurts. He's like, I'm gonna pray it away. Tomorrow you're gonna feel just fine. Then he asked people if they felt like they wanted to kill themselves.
Whoa.
And like 15 people came up there.
What? Oh my God.
Like,
you should have raised your hand too. We're like, literally, I will do anything to get out of here.
Bro, I was like, this is fucking crazy. And so he was like,
wait, so did he bunch all of allergy people and suicide people all together?
No, all the allergy people went first, sat away.
Okay.
Yeah, they sat back down. He did all the small minor things.
Okay.
The ones that he could take credit for with the Benadryl. But then he brought in those people, and then like those people were like crying. They're like, I need salvation. Other people were like praying for them too. And it's like, bro, if that person doesn't feel like they got saved, or like if they feel like they still want to kill themselves, where are they immediately thinking? That Jesus wants them to die.
Ooh.
And so I'm like, you can't fucking do that shit. Jesus wants you to die.
Jesus
but
wants you to die.
And I couldn't bring this up to my girlfriend because she was like, that was really powerful. And I was like, you're really fucking stupid. And you don't understand like the repercussions of this. Oh, actually, no, they wouldn't do gospel singing like this.
Oh, right.
No,
Yeah.
they were like an alt-rock band. It was so fucking bad, I tell you.
Good God. That's terrible.
Yeah, so they wouldn't be doing fun gospel music. If Imagine Dragons was a church, was that church.
That would be it. Yeah.
Fearless LA.
Oh my gosh, that's fucking terrible.
And I will continue to run it to the ground. Like,
yeah, Fearless
every time I pass by them on the 10 freeway,
you flip them off.
I actually do,
Give 'em a little
because I'm
flip
like
off.
this. Because it's like this is.
How about this? Give them a little this.
Oh no, I'm not crossing that line.
Can you do this?
I'm just giving them a single bird.
Give them a single bird.
Yeah, because it's like also inside there's a coffee shop, but like a barista, like like high quality like coffee bar in there, and everything just seems like it's etched for like millennials.
Oh my God.
And it's tailored to.
I worked with this. Yeah, no, I worked with one of those like
millennial
churches. I think he was Justin Bieber's pastor. I mean, they seemed okay. I just found that shit to be so obnoxious.
Yeah.
The way they dress is just so
loud.
Like they were wearing baggy clothes well before it was like starting to be like well accepted.
Yeah.
And it was just like, again, you know what I mean? I was just like, oh my God, like the big old glasses and just like something about a pastor that's like super hip looking is so weird to me. Maybe it's because I'm Catholic and it's like, it's just like, why? Who are you trying to fuck, dude?
Well, it's because it's shedding the ego.
Yeah.
And like in different churches, that's like they wear like the traditional garb because it's like for them, it's like it really is about religion versus these new pastors. They're about like the image and like they're trying to attract a certain vibe.
Like at the end of the day, you are getting paid by these people.
Yeah.
Like you are essentially an OnlyFans, right? You are like, people are tithing to you. You are like, and you are also like
only faith.
Yeah, you're like, and these clothes that you are buying and dressing from are being paid for these people that you are trying to save.
Yeah.
It's like, how are you saving people when you're not even saving money? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like,
preaching.
How are you saving money?
How are you saving money?
Without even saving cash? You know, it's just, it's crazy.
Yeah, but also, mega churches could go eat shit too.
Truly. And I've always
jet my ass.
But a shout out to, let's see, what's her name? Her name here is Queen Olivia, I believe.
Good morning, y'all.
It's kind of hard for me to trust others right now. Damn, girl, I feel you.
Queen Olivia 740. Everybody shout out to her. She is a nominee for Wild Person of the Week. She is
absolutely.
Yeah, I'm a humming soul sister, love, peace, joy. And of course she has a Cash App out there.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Queen. You have a beautiful voice. Okay, let's move on to our next person, Wild Person of the Week. Which one do I want to show next here?
Oh, the New York the New Year's Eve surprise.
Should we do that? We should talk about
yeah,
this.
Because,
okay.
Yeah.
Let's do this one.
I feel like
we can dive deep on this one, right?
He's getting too much flack.
Okay, if the way you said this, we might be on agreement on this. That's interesting you said this. So this is the New Year's Eve video that's taken the world by storm. Okay, so what we're seeing here is speaking of hipster guy, this man's dressed like it's 2008 and it's like what are you like, dude? Where are you?
Keep that thought in mind. Because I'm spinning this narrative.
Okay, well,
right. You said it.
Yeah.
He's dressing like he just found that the Lumineers was a thing.
I mean, even the song is very pixie like. Okay, but yes, suspenders, New Year's Eve party.
And you know what's funny? You're shitting on this. You made your groomsmen dress like this.
5 years ago.
We have those same exact
5 years ago.
Guy.
Fuck you, dude. 5 years ago. And you were my groomsman.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. No, you're right. You're right.
But I was wearing it because I love you. He was wearing it because
he thinks he looks good. I was trying to make you guys look worse than me.
Yeah.
All right. So here we go. We're playing this. So we're at a party and we're seeing a woman sneak up behind a man. And if you haven't seen this video, where the fuck have you been?
Yeah.
And so the man is reacting. No audio. The man, he's smiling. And the guy is awkwardly responding. And so there's some controversy to this because essentially people are saying like, this man does not love you, woman. The woman is, saying like, you just weren't there. You got, there's a lot of people are suspecting that he was there with another woman or that because she said that she was supposed to be working that night, he was planning on hooking up with somebody else or something like that. So this reaction was him being like, what do I do? Looking to his boys being like, what's going on? Now, I don't think that's true.
I agree.
I agree. I think this is the case of a man not knowing how to deal with his emotions.
Oh.
I think this is a classic case of a man not knowing how to be happy and not knowing how to show vulnerability in a public space.
Oh.
So he is actually so the only thing he knows how to do is being silly and awkward and act like a robot. That's what I see. That's what I see in this man right now. Because look at this.
Yeah,
Because what I see here.
We're both going to be saying the same thing.
Because what I see here is him being like, what do I do here? Robot, I don't have...
he went right into this face, right?
He went into robot, like Tin Man face. Like, huh? What do I do? Okay, now see, like literally, like he is moving robotically. Like, what do I do? Like, to me, this doesn't scream as fuck, I'm caught.
Yeah.
This doesn't this screams as I don't know. I don't know how to handle my emotion right now. See that? The moving around like
yeah.
To me is a joke.
Oh,
to me is him trying to be like him being like, huh? Oh, I like, wouldn't it be funny if I didn't know how to react like a human? Because there's truth in comedy.
Yeah, I agree, but I think you're taking it as like he's like you're giving a lot more credit.
Okay, well, okay, I'm giving a lot of credit because I am realizing the end of this video is really fucked up. So let's talk about the end of this video too, because there is something here, and then he pushes her. So
yeah,
he does push her.
Okay, so, but here's the thing: you're really spinning this tale of like, oh, he's just a guy who doesn't know how to emote. I'm saying he's that guy. He is just a fucking awkward, like weird guy.
Yeah, totally.
Now,
Suspenders gave that away.
Yeah, he's a weird guy. And he thinks he's being a little goofy, doing all that stuff, and he pushes her because he is an awkward guy. Like, There's a backstory to it where they add to it that they are a long distance.
They are.
They're long distance, right?
Yeah.
And so he like pushes her. He says, "Is that why your location was off?" Like, So he's like, he's just the awkward guy. He likes that she's there and he appreciates it and he's happy. But also think of it, it's a very intimate party and he's dressed that way, right? It's like supposed to be that. But she dressed up as a flapper girl. They're just, there's Guy Fieri in the back of there. Like there's a guy who's like wearing a fedora that he already owned.
Yes.
He's in the company of weird people.
Yeah,
and
true.
I know these people.
Oh,
I know
these are your
so
people. These are your people.
These people probably all play Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. These definitely.
And I'm a big Dungeons and Dragons player.
These definitely seem like I figured, but these definitely seem like you're right. Like neck beardy, nerdy.
When was the last time you actually talked to so Adam? I know
Adam when I see this guy,
yeah.
I know this guy.
Yeah,
I know this guy. Like I don't see him in myself, but I know there's a guy that I distinctly I know. There's somebody I know like deeply well that I know who would react this way.
Groove,
yes.
And there's like a bunch of them, right? And it's like a weird group, but they are all like very loving, but they're all like still making some weird jokes. You know, I like it, you'll probably find in that group of people that someone's still going like, like still talking about bacon and like shit like that.
Well,
right?
Let's talk about that. Like we are in 2020. We're bringing in 2025 with a fucking flappers party.
Yeah.
What the hell? Like, what are you guys still watching? You guys still watching New Girl? What the hell?
They probably just finished like Boardwalk Empire.
Like, what are we talking about, guys?
But that's exactly.
How millennial are you? Are you guys so Gen Z? Are you making fun of millennials? Like, what is happening?
We're trying to see ourselves in this situation when it's like, you shouldn't.
Yes.
There's a vast, look, this is a basement party. They are walking down a basement.
Yeah.
These are the inner dwellers. These are the people.
This is the dungeon dwellers.
They all probably got.
These are the dungeon masters.
Yeah, they are all together because they probably do the rounds of trivia.
Yeah.
Whenever you go to bar trivia, guys, and you're always losing to that one team is put together by the Avengers over here. And that's what I'm saying is that like people are like thinking like, oh wow, like me as a rational person, there's no ration here, baby.
Yeah.
There's no ration here. These are just a couple of weirdos. Look at how she's reacting too.
True.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi. Hi, it's me. Like they're both a weird couple.
Yeah.
Because why is
also like what a weird surprise.
Look how
I was working tonight. Surprise! Like
Also, she unhinged her jaw. No mouth opens that wide.
Yeah, he's legitimately afraid. He's afraid of her right now. He's legitimately scared of her right now. She's going full anaconda on him. She's Babadooking right now. She's gonna do the can, and he's scared of her right now.
Yeah, so he's getting too much shit.
I will say the push is weird.
Yeah, because they're weird.
The push is weird.
But look,
his eyes are way too wide.
Her look around too.
He's so happy. She's looking around. The awkwardness. He's very red. And so the push is weird. The push. Okay, I'll just say like I don't know what's going on with that push.
Yeah,
so,
I think it was him trying to be flirty, but also being like, "Oh my god, that's I
don't know, man.
Yeah, but weird people do weird shit.
He's so much bigger than her. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'll tell you,
super weird. I won't. There's no excuse for the push. I'll just say that right now. But everything else, I still stand by. He
probably didn't know how strong he is. He does look like a hulking man in this slim fit outfit.
She's tiny as fuck.
Doesn't that tell you enough too?
What?
Slim fit shirt, man. He's been rocking that shirt since 2011.
Truly, the flappers thing is I think is a dead giveaway of being like, these people are not. They're not your typical like we cannot. all of this, like, oh, he's trying to sleep with somebody else. Like, I don't think so, guys. Like, I've seen this person. He's an awkward person.
I wholeheartly think he's just a weirdo.
Yeah. I think he's just a weirdo.
He's trying to be playful.
Let's try this. So we're gonna try to do a redemption for him. So I'll be the girlfriend, and you be him. Now, he has to live his life forever now, trying to act perfect in every surprise. Okay, so let's say he's 30 now, right? Okay. So you are walking into your house. You know it's your birthday. Okay, it's 5 years later. Okay. Okay, so you're just walking into your house. Surprise! Oh, Jesus.
Oh, you surprised me. Oh, man.
Oh.
I love you so much.
Greg.
You're the best thing that has ever happened to me.
Oh, that was a lot of tongue. Oh, Jesus. Did you grab my ass? Jesus. My God. Surprise.
Oh, I'm surprised again.
Oh, Jesus. Greg, stop. Jesus, your mom is over here. Oh, jeez. Okay. Surprise.
I'm surprised again.
Stop saying that. Oh, okay. Every time. Okay. Happy birthday. We wanted to surprise you for your birthday. Okay. You grabbed for my boob when you said that. When I said that.
Sorry,
I know. Okay. I thought we talked about this. Just because you bungled that one surprise 5 years ago, when I surprised you on New Year's Eve, you can act normal. This is a normal surprise. You can emote normally. You're
Can I be honest?
What's that?
I've been outside for like 20 minutes.
What?
I scanned the perimeter. It's my birthday. I had an idea, so I was just
what
like,
do you mean you scanned
I
the
prepared
perimeter?
for my birthday.
Wait,
And
is that why? Is that you have like camo on your face? Is that what you got?
Yeah.
Like you got some like. Did you?
Yeah, I didn't get all of it off. I put this on at work, and then I drove over here. Got a lot of looks on my way over here.
I was wondering why there was like a military discount retail store charge on our credit card last month. Did you buy some like reconnaissance?
I don't know what that word is, but I bought some face paint.
No, I'm just looking outside. Oh, yeah, no, it looks like there's a gigantic reconnaissance drone outside, like a drone outside, or Dior bag, because it's 5 years later. The world, that's what we're calling them. They're gigantic Dior bag outside. You didn't have to go all out like that.
Babe, you know me now. I'm forever the guy who everyone thought was cheating on his girlfriend with. I didn't react well to the surprise, and now I need to be.
He gets a tap on his shoulder. Tap, 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 tap.
Oh,
surprise telegram, for he's a jolly good fellow. And see. Oh. I think that's
gonna be him forever.
That's gonna be him for the rest of his life. Okay, so that's a wild person number 2. So here's another nominee, a spool of wire guy. So this video is infuriating. Speaking of men.
Hey, what are you doing? I came out to check on you.
Huh?
What are you doing? Thought you were working.
I'm looking at this.
What is it?
It's wire.
So we're seeing a man sit down outside somewhere. Look, a working class man, pepper beard, probably 40, late 50s or so.
It's a spool of wire. And I'm almost out of it. Can you see the spool of wire?
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost out of it.
Okay.
And I've had this spool of wire for like 40 years. I bought it like this a long time ago. But it's like 40 years of my life is in the wire that's gone. Does that make sense? This is what's left. Does that make
I'm
sense?
sorry to hear that, and sad for you, but you're wearing your Jets hat, and I'm a little concerned right now that you're wearing your Jets hat. I thought that's why you were crying.
Okay, I'm done.
And he gets up and walks away. So this is like actually kind of ties into for me to the New Year's Eve guy.
Yeah.
This man is being vulnerable to his wife, and she instantly shits on him. Instantly. Also, I think this video is staged, obviously.
Right. Well, like,
hey,
that's
what are you
they're
doing?
saying. Like,
hey, what are you doing?
He was like, oh, I was thinking about this and I was feeling a certain type of way. So I asked my wife to start filming. But I feel like it could be like now I'm a conspiracy
theorist.
I'm a truther about this video.
Yeah, you're a
like,
truther.
I really am thinking now that it could just be all rage bait.
No, I don't think so. I don't think these people were smart enough for that. If you look at these people, they just weren't. There's no way this person
Like blue collar
was smart enough to be a rage baiter.
Hey everyone, I'm here today to talk.
So she responded to this because people fucking hate her now.
Yeah.
About Wiregate. I know that we've had a lot of comments about our video. It's been very interesting to say the least. None of which I took personally, but what Dan and I did see through all of the comments and all of the responses is that relationships struggle with transparent conversation. Relationships struggle with the honest responses. We have a very unique relationship and we play a lot. And just for the record, Dan is fine and he's gonna be home in just a minute. So I bought him an early Christmas gift.
Oh my God. Dan is fine. Good to know. This is Cindy Thomas and Dan Burrow's joint TikTok account, which is that's unique. That is a unique thing to do. So I guess this is inspiring everyone to live their best life in their present moment. So maybe, yes, the video might have been a little staged in order to maybe create a little skit a little bit for maybe he wanted to, I don't know what they were really going for. But I mean, she was 100%. It seemed a little fucking rude. So he responds. He actually posts a video.
Can't thank everybody enough for all the comments that you have sent to us about this video that we posted the other day. There were some people that said, sorry, some people that said it was a setup or planned. No, dude.
He's crying?
I had this feeling about this as I was using this wire a couple weeks ago.
Holy fuck, he's crying
again? Thinking about it, and I decided to just put it on and talk about my life feels like it's dwindling.
Oh my God.
I blindsided my wife. I asked her to come out and film this because I had this feeling that I just wanted to put this on something, and I did. She had no idea.
Okay, so it was so he came in and was like, "Hey, babe, film this." So that's why it seemed a little staged. It was like, "Hey, babe, film this." So she goes, "Hey, babe, what are you doing?" Mm-hmm. So that's why that part felt very stiff. And so he had something to say.
Yeah,
he had something to say, which he did. His shit was actually kind of profound. Mm-hmm. And then she ended it with a fucking gut punch. And now this man is trying to do another video and he's fucking crying again. And he said, and then he's apologizing, saying, I blindsided her.
Yeah.
Crazy. I mean, all this has been rehashed on the internet.
I think a lot of this ends up being an issue when we're in such like a content-driven life, I guess. Like they make content. That's what they do. They're making content for like people. They want to get a certain level of attention. So at some point you kind of lose that connection like interpersonally when it's just about like when you establish yourself as like a married couple on TikTok. So when he wants to have an honest moment, all she's thinking is like, how is this supposed to be content?
Yeah.
And instead of
I think performing as yourself heightens who you are.
Yeah.
How you react in heightened situations like this, that's a high pressure situation.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to think of an ending. Punch him, like, great thing to say. She was panicking. Her best thing was she was reverting to what she's used to, which was being an asshole to him, which sucks.
And that's where I think, it does suck because it's like, that's what you're like. That's what we do. We're those people. And it's like people watch our videos because they want to see that. But then like, oh, I was trying to have an honest moment here. It's like, well, guess what, man? You told me to film this. And what else am I supposed to think?
I think, no boomer is emotionally intelligent. And I think like this guy is actually like, I think he's like becoming a little like, he's having a moment with this fucking dwindling life. And he's kind of going through something. And she's like, she did not want to fucking hear it at all.
But do you think it was his fault? Because
no,
I think so.
What?
Did you need? He said I told her to record it, and
yeah,
I was
because he wanted to share this kind of insightful thing. It's a little bit of wisdom.
If I asked you so I don't make content,
but this is an older man bestowing wisdom about the end of his life. That is interesting, hands down.
Yeah, I agree.
It was interesting. Even if she didn't punch him in the gut, swipe him, that's an interesting video. It became more interesting by the fact that she punched him after, or like she insulted him afterward. The wire thing and him crying, it is so compelling. I think it just made it more worse by the fact that the emotional toxicity of it all.
Maybe just because I think of it like even like after the fact, like you have to explain yourself. He has explained for her. Like, he's and they're continuously making content afterwards. Like,
I don't think, well,
that like, I legitimately think like, and also simply the fact that it was uploaded. Like, why did, like, if he didn't get the reaction that he wanted, he didn't need to upload it.
He doesn't upload this stuff. She uploaded it.
Okay, well, if she saw that, then she sucks, right?
Right.
But like also, there's still the decision to upload it. Millions of people got to see that and react to it and have an opinion on it over something that if it failed miserably, look how many times we maybe have tried to sketch or maybe tried to do something and it didn't work. And guess what? You erase it. But that was a solid moment that got destroyed and then she still chose to upload it. And now, and it's like, it is in a way like a rage bait because like you didn't have to upload it.
I mean, rage bait is an interesting phenomenon.
And the fact that they're constantly explaining
in that people don't know success in their lives until they have failed.
Yeah.
Especially with social media. That is a weird phenomenon in social media in that sometimes failing is what has caused people to succeed. Take, for instance, the ultimate fail, some would say, is Kim Kardashian, is her sex tape being leaked.
Okay.
Right? She took that as a powerful thing and built that as an empire, right? So that is a framework for what a lot of people have done with social media. So I think leaving it up is probably what a lot of people are thinking. Like, okay, cool. I have this platform for after I failed. I am going to redeem myself afterwards. I'm going to explain myself. All this shit. That's why they have left it up, I think.
Oh, of course.
Because it also makes them money. It also drives more people to follow them. You don't make content, but as somebody who, like we, for instance, we failed on this podcast. I'll say this right now. And if anybody ever, speaking of wild people, we failed on this podcast. We talked about this woman who thought that the Wicked movie was possessed by the devil and shit like that. Right. It was a total parody. We totally failed. We failed. We believed it. We talked about it. We made fun of her. Yeah. And we were suckers. Turns out, but that said, this video of us making fun of her is our most watched videos on YouTube.
Really?
It is by and far the most watched short I have ever seen, honestly, of a lot of shorts just in general.
Wow.
So that said, we failed. Am I going to leave it up?
Yeah.
Probably I'm going to leave it up. Mainly because I want her to come on the show. So, hey, come on the show because we're fans of you and you tricked us. You got us. Not tricked us, but hey, you got us. And you should come on the show. because we want you to come on the show. But that said, like, it is a way, like, even for us, we're going to try to redeem ourselves. Like, hey, let's try to redeem ourselves. Hey, you got us. Come on the show. Let's redeem it. And I think that's the same thing here. Like, yes, they are creating content to build a empire based off of.
Even the caption, look at no one, my husband.
Yeah.
Like, that sucks.
Another, Wiregate explained, just, I mean, if I was him, I would be still fucking pissed at this shit.
Well, yeah.
I mean, as someone in a relationship, it's still fucking crazy. Okay, cool. So we have our nominees. We have Wiregate Man. We have Gospel Singing Lady. And we have New Year's Eve Surprise Guy. What's your vote?
Gospel Lady.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for Gospel Lady. She's hands down one of the wildest people out there. Sounds like she's got lots of stories.
Yeah,
she went to a church that was possessed by the Wicca and the devil. And
yeah,
was also her cousin. Yeah,
I liked her too. Like, she seemed earnest.
Yeah. So shout out to Queen Olivia 740. You are the wildest person of the week. Anybody watching this, hey, let's bombard her comments and tell her that she's been voted the wildest person of the week and try to get her on the show. Let's get her on the show. She seems chill.
And I love how she's got like a vast amount of like different like wigs. Like this one, she's got like an ombre one.
Yeah, she's a.
How do I know
let's
what
get
I'm
her,
talking about? Because
let's get her on the show. And let's bombard the comments. Let's flood her TikTok channel. Tell her we're fans. All you wild people out there, all that good stuff. All right, Steve. The show is running a little long. Are you down to just play one little final thing here?
Of course.
Okay, so
I don't see time.
We're gonna end the show as we always do with a very special game called Wild Opinions. Wild Opinions pulled from the internet, aka Reddit, from the subreddit r unpopular opinion. If you have a wild opinion, leave a comment and we will read that on here. You can comment on this on the Spotify. You can comment on YouTube. Or you can comment on our iTunes review. Just don't make it the unpopular opinion that you don't like the show. That would be really rude. But if you do, leave us a 5-star review. That would be gratefully helpful. But that's not what we're going to do now. What we're going to do now is we are going to talk about these wild opinions right now. You ready for this?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to give you these wild opinions right here. We're going to disagree or agree. You ready? Okay. Everyone looks better with long hair.
I disagree.
Disagree?
Yeah.
All right. I agree. At least I thought I agreed. I was recently called Chris D'Elia, and I had to rethink my whole life choice. And you know how hard it is to be called Chris D'Elia? It's like, like, hey man, that mustache makes you look like, I might as well be like, your hair when your beard grows out is just like, hey, you look like Hitler. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh god,
it's just like, fuck, man, that's not cool, dude.
You really are all like, but it's like you're so the same vibe.
It's not, and it's like, fuck, dude.
Like scruffy beard, medium length hair.
It sucks too. It sucks. It fucking sucks. Because he's a predator and a gross guy. And only mildly funny. So yeah, that fucking sucks.
I liked them for a while.
Yeah, especially being called that by a woman that you respect. To be called a Chris D'Elia is not to not be a.
Your wife called you that?
No, well, no.
Oh, I was gonna say.
I respect my wife.
No,
boo, boo. I got her. Classic Chris D'Elia joke there. No. A friend of mine called me Chris D'Elia, mistaken me for Chris D'Elia, I guess, recently, and I was never the same again. I did not feel good. It wasn't her fault, I guess. I decided to grow this greasy hair, so I'm gonna look into a volumizer. I think
it is kind of crazy how. Yeah, I remember you just had like short hair.
Yeah,
and now look at you. You got. So you got. Like, it's not like super long, but it's like it's longer than I've ever seen it.
By the way, the accusations is that he's got allegedly has a house full of underage women that he just kind of
Oh,
rooms.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So those are the
house?
yeah, like a whole house.
He's got like a wife and like child.
Yeah. Those are the accusations allegedly. All right. So you agree? I disagree. Wait.
No, I disagree.
Yeah. Oh, I had agreed.
Yeah.
And then I guess I disagree. I guess I disagree now. Not everyone looks better with long hair, especially me. Especially if you look like passing like Crystalia. Okay. Next wild opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Karaoke is the worst night out.
I mean, I did a lot of karaoke. I do karaoke.
I know.
So
yeah.
I think different strokes for different folks.
It's opinion. There's only two options.
I disagree.
You disagree?
I literally in Portland. I spent a night doing drag karaoke.
Oh yeah,
and it was a fun night.
Did you drag as a man finally?
Oh, cool. Thanks. No, I was with my girlfriend and we did. There's drag queens that were singing.
Oh, cool.
And then we got to do karaoke with them.
What song? What's your go-to song?
Oh, I Want It That Way.
Really?
Backstreet Boys. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Everyone knows it, and you're just having a good time.
That's a good song. I hard disagree with this. Karaoke is the best. It's one of the best nights out.
Yeah, it's great.
It's a fun.
I love it.
Who doesn't like a karaoke night?
People who hate hearing bad singers.
Yeah, it's
like my sister hates karaoke.
It's you just don't like fun. That's weird.
She just one, she's very like shy. She doesn't like paying attention to herself, so she would never sing. And she doesn't like hearing bad singers because I don't know. She just doesn't like it.
Yeah, it's weird. You have some fun in your life. Okay,
yeah.
Doing the bare minimum should be something that is expected, not mocked. Do you agree or disagree?
I agree.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Why do you agree?
Let's say, for instance, like there's something about like you post a job like listing and you list the qualifications. Those should simply be
okay. So you're talking about in work.
What, like relationship?
Yeah, I guess in relationships.
Doing the bare minimum in a relationship. Well, that sucks. I mean, but I think there should be an established bare minimum, I guess.
Yeah.
Like in a relation, have you ever you're married and you've been successfully married for 6 years now?
Successfully married? I mean, we'll take it day by day, my friend.
Every time that like when you guys got into this relationship, was there ever like set standards of what the bare minimum is for this relationship and even marriage? Like, I don't think that exists. And I think that's what disappoints people. Like, let's say, for instance, like from like me and Christina, and I've talked to her about this before. I really was super passionately like devoted to like doing a lot of stuff, and I cared about doing a lot of stuff, and I was like putting a lot of effort up front. And then as we progress into the relationship, I know like what I'm doing is good, but I'm not like extending myself like I was at the beginning, because it's like we're more settled into our relationship. And
right. So just to refine your point a little bit. So you're saying that bare minimum for work is good. Would you say bare minimum for relationship is hard to define? Is that kind of what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Or else I would do that too.
Yeah, I think doing the bare minimum just in general, I think is a really, I find it really hard to do. I feel like, just do whatever is fits your heart. What if your heart is telling you to do the minimum, do that. If your heart is telling you to do more than you want, do that. Like if your job is saying, if you're at your job and you're like, you want to do more, do more. If you're at your job and it's like, fuck this job and you don't want to do that much, then don't do that much.
Yeah.
Or you're in a relationship. With a relationship, you're choosing to live your life with this person, and you have to win their affection, or you are trying to build a relationship with them. Those are completely different things. But the bare minimum in life, in general, I would say follow your heart. Okay, so the next one is, don't go to bed angry is bad advice.
Yeah.
You think that's bad? You agree?
Yeah, because some situations, like, so what they're talking about is like, okay, well, like if you're upset your partner about something, speak it out and talk it out before you go to bed because you want to have it resolved. But some things are just like not resolvable. Like, let's say if like you fuck me over at 9:30 and my bedtime is 9:45. Well, shit, I'm not. There's thing we just can't resolve it like in 15 minutes. Like, and I gotta get to bed. And I might lose sleep because I'm a very anxious person. So the minorest of things and situations will keep me up. But yeah. Some things just can't get resolved but before bedtime.
Before bed. I love that you. Oh. Yeah. We're getting an emergency management wildfire in our area. Ugh. Hopefully it's not too close. Wildfire in the middle of that was wild recording.
I got it, but mine are quiet.
We'll keep moving on here, but don't get. I believe in I believe in it. I strongly disagree. You should go to bed, at least agreeing to talk about it at some point in the daytime. It doesn't need to be resolved, but you should not leave it ambiguous.
Yeah.
At night, you should at least be like, "Hey, I love you. We're not trying to like break up tonight or anything like that. So like, let's figure this out." Or, hey, like we are gonna break up or something. And I'm gonna hey, I'm gonna go like, you know what I mean? Like, let's not leave it ambiguous at night. I think that's the best for everybody.
Yeah, I just say like, we're gonna fight.
Yeah,
I love saying that. I love saying that because it's like it's setting the expectation that like, yeah, we're both going to agree to this fight. Like when your mindset is expecting that there will be an argument that happens, or at least you know that you're not in the heat of the moment and you can't say anything that you'll regret. Like,
yeah. So you say say like, hey, we're gonna fight when we get home or something. Like that? Interesting.
I say like, hey, we need to fight about this. And when we sit down, we're gonna fight about it.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Oh, I love it's so good. You should try it.
No, I don't know. It's cool. That. I don't know about that.
Why?
I like to spring a trap. I like to be like, I like to spring a trap.
No,
hey, we're gonna fight.
No, because like
that
way
of surprise.
You can think about it and just like actually say like what you want.
No, I like to say, hey, let's talk or something like that.
Oh, I say
we should talk about it. No, because that's so. No, don't say fight. You shouldn't say fight. You shouldn't go into a conversation because it should never be like fight. Well, you should never say like, it should never be fight. It should never like, you should never go into a situation with your partner saying fight. It should always be like, hey, we should talk.
Yeah,
because you should always give the person the benefit of the doubt. Now, if it turns into a fight, then it turns into a fight. But if you be like, hey, we should talk, and it's like, okay, you're going to explain yourself, they are going to explain themselves, and then it's like, okay, well, you angered me, and now we're upset, or I angered you, and now you're upset, and then it turns into a fight, and that's what it becomes.
But
you be like, hey, we're going to fight, is like
sets it up here, right?
That is toxic behavior.
No, because I've never gotten here.
Yeah, because you know what it is. That is manipulative. You're scaring them.
Is that what it is?
Yes, that's scaring them into.
Well, because I don't
your dominance. That's scaring them into dominance.
I don't actually like. I mean, I haven't been in many relationships, but like even when I say that to my girlfriend now, and I say like, "Hey, we need to fight about this." It's like she'll say the things that are like.
Yeah, I mean it's direct, which is nice. Maybe that's something you guys like work on, that's your guys' thing, which is totally true. But
I stop her. I say like, hey, you can't say that because I'm gonna want to react in a way, and that's not the goal of this. We're fighting to come to a resolution. Like we're not fighting just to be like, oh, you're a spoiled bitch or whatever. Like we never say that to each other.
Well, maybe those words aren't triggering for her.
when I was really invested in those. Like remember the Chili's gay porn?
Yeah.
I just kept watching those, and she's like, you just can't like. And she brought that up randomly. She's like, what, you just like gay porn? And I was like, hey, you can't say that because you're now just trying to be hurtful. And I'm not going to hurt you. Like, we're
You're digging in me. All right, let's move on. Speaking of chilies, Frank's Red Hot is the worst hot sauce.
It's not hot sauce. It's
You
buffalo
agree?
sauce.
You agree?
Yeah. I would never put that on eggs.
What?
I would never put. I actually don't agree with that old white bitch. I put that shit on everything because you're white. I don't know. We're Mexican. You're half white, so that's why this is really hard for you to understand.
I mean, I mean,
it's not hot sauce.
It's not my preference. It's not my preference
I don't
to put it
that
on
shit
stuff.
on anything but chicken. I don't even put it on pizza.
I mean, if the options are Frank's Hot or Tabasco,
Tabasco.
That's insane. That's insane because Tabasco is terrible tasting. Frank's Hot has flavor at least. It's got a nice, like Cholula has a flavor,
Yeah.
right? Tabasco is like this nasty, vinegary, nasty shit.
It's fantastic.
No, I mean
You're
no,
not. Are you?
You're wrong.
Are you shaking it?
It's nasty.
You're just letting it sit. Do you have old Tabasco?
It's nasty, dude.
I-
Tabasco does not taste good.
I buy the smallest bottles.
You know
so
why
that they're
they-
always fresh.
You know why they give Tabasco to people with like on Bloody Marys? Is because they want you to taste the fucking iron to imagine what blood tastes like. That's what the blood part of it tastes like.
Is that what?
Yes, dude.
I thought it was just because of the look of it.
Yeah.
Because it's tomatoey.
It's because it's like, yeah, okay, we got the red part. Now we need to make sure they taste blood. So we're gonna give them the iron vinegary fucking Tabasco.
So basically, what you're saying is that one of the most popular hot sauces is disgusting.
Yeah, because
and
white
one of the most
people don't know.
popular
Yeah, because there's
drinks.
lots of white people. That's why you're agreeing. You're.
I don't know.
I'm agreeing with you.
I was a michelada guy, and if you're gonna say that it's just Bloody Mary mix, then
Michelada?
yeah,
It's not Bloody Mary mix.
some people use Bloody Mary mix in micheladas.
That's just. I guess maybe
No, but Frank's Red Hot,
It's not the
it doesn't
worst.
work for me.
it's not the worst hot sauce.
But I keep jars of like different hot sauces, like El Pato.
Yeah.
God,
Well, that's the shit from Arizona, New Mexico, right?
no, it's from here in LA.
Oh.
I don't like Frank's Red Hot.
Yeah, I don't like it either. Okay. It's not the worst though. Spaghetti is just mediocre pasta, which is, and I agree, but which is why it's awesome. It's spaghetti pasta is fine. It's like pasta in itself is kind of just supposed to be like a serving palette for the, like it's not supposed to be distracting. I think, what is it? The, like gnocchi, I think is supposed to like stand out. Like
because it's potato.
yeah, but like
or ricotta if you make it like that.
yeah, I guess ricottas or anything like with something that fit like that
Just-
has
yeah.
filling in it, ravioli, but like spaghetti, fucking bow tie, like those are just supposed to be like serving palettes for what the sauce is, like mediocre.
Well, there's an art form
Yeah.
to certain pastas, but like most people aren't eating quality pastas. So
Yeah,
anyone who disagrees can eat a bag of quality pasta.
yeah,
No,
exactly.
because what it really comes down to is spaghetti is like what most people get is the shit that is at Costco
Yeah, you
or Sam's.
boil it down.
Yeah, you boil it. It's already hard. It's
Right.
like it's not handmade. You're not getting tagliatelle. You're not getting agnolotti. Like you're not.
He's just flexing that he knows.
Yeah,
shit.
dude. Like I was a cook and my girlfriend is a chef.
You were a cook.
I was a cook. I don't cook anymore.
What do you mean you were a cook?
I cared about cooking a lot.
Doesn't make you a cook.
Oh, I studied a lot. I went to the Gourmandie School of Sweets and Savories
No,
in Santa Monica. You don't know about this?
Sweet and savories.
Yeah, I think that's what they're
What are you?
called.
That sounds like a Hogwarts fucking school.
It kind of was.
What was it? What was that like on Diagon Alley?
No, it was like on the 3rd Street Promenade.
I asked if it was on Diagon Alley, and you said it was on 3rd Street Promenade.
Yeah.
Do you know where Diagon Alley is? bro.
Far away from Hogwarts, but it's in that world.
Yeah, dude.
It's in the wizarding world.
Yeah, it's in the wizarding world. And you said the 3rd Street Promenade.
Yeah, because I gave a legit location. You're trying to make fun of me, but I'm over here saying it's at the 3rd Street Promenade in Santa Monica.
Yeah. So is it part of the wizarding world or not?
No, it's a cooking school. I don't know if they're still open, but when I used to go, like it would be for because we knew someone that worked front desk, and so she would just help me get in there for free.
So you didn't actually study there?
I did study there.
Oh, really?
But it was just like the option. It's like you could take the courses on like knife cutting and stuff like that, or you could just learn how to make like I learned how to make ricotta gnocchi.
Oh, really?
So like it's pretty easy. It's just ricotta and flour.
Oh, okay.
And some egg. But yeah, no, a lot of people aren't eating good pasta. Spaghetti's great. Spaghetti's cheap, and spaghetti makes fundraising meals. And so if your football team is doing a
for
fundraiser,
your teachers, if you're a teacher, it's delicious.
Bro, yeah.
Okay, last one. Video games looked best with deep colors and visible polygons, as opposed to the ultra real style they are in now. Hard. So
disagree. Someone's saying that they
look
like
better
Super Nintendo versus
now.
Yeah.
Hard disagree.
Yeah, that's stupid.
It's just an absolute dumbass take.
Go keep playing the ET game on Atari.
Yeah, bro.
We'll be over here playing.
Go play fucking Tekken, bro.
Tekken.
Go play fucking Tekken and then go play Tekken 1 and go play Tekken 7 now and tell me which one you fucking like.
I'm watching Eddie Gordo do his capoeira cooler.
What are we talking about? What are you talking about, dude?
It's because it's
Tell me play Ocarina of Time and now play Breath of the Wild and let me know which one you fucking like.
This is the guy who plays Time Crisis 3 at the arcade by himself, but has the double holsters.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that guy?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I am that guy.
He's in NoHo. All right, so for anyone who lives in Southern California, if you go to, I think it's called Player One.
Yeah, Reddit. In
NoHo.
Yeah, you know
it's the barcade. There's this guy who's there.
Oh yeah.
He has the holsters, like the gun holsters, and he uses those for Time Crisis 3.
Yes.
And he stands there and he just like ba 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 ba.
And he's double screening by the way, right?
Yeah,
is it one big screen?
He pays
or is it
for both users, and then he uses the guns for both, and he just kicks ass.
Yeah, I mean he's so cool though. And he's wearing a duster usually, and he's got like a big cool hat sometimes.
If I could invest in like a game like that to be a pro at, Josh, is nationally ranked in DDR.
Really?
Yep.
Really?
Nationally ranked.
Wait, what's DDR?
Dance Dance Revolution.
Really?
Yep.
Josh
is one of our close friends.
That's a lame one to be ranked in. But Time Crisis would be a fucking cool one to be ranked in.
Number one.
That or like Area 51, you know?
Oh, that would be fun.
That would be a fun one.
I'm ranked number one in the Jurassic Park game, the one that's in the Jeep,
the Terminator 2 game. All right, well, I'm actually nationally ranked in Fruit Ninja.
God damn.
All right, speaking of nationally ranked, this is a nationally ranked for our top first episode of 2025.
Yep.
Steve Sotelo, thank you so much for joining the show. Just want to shout out to our Queen of the Week, gospel singing lady, Queen Olivia 740 for being our wildest person of the week. If anybody knows her, please reach out to her. We would love to have her come on the show.
I got something to plug.
Yeah, please. You got anything to plug?
Yeah. So from here until March, every Sunday at the Hollywood Farmers Market, Christina and I will be there doing a specific residency for Latina-owned businesses. She's selling her vegan goods there.
What's the name of the place? What's the name of her business?
Mija Bakes.
Mija Bakes.
And you'll know because there will be a line. We almost sold out everything.
Hell yeah.
But we are going to be bringing in a lot of croissant pretzels. We call them kretzels.
Nice.
And it's like a pretzel that's made with croissant dough, and people were like eating those up last time.
That's awesome. God, that sounds
Yeah.
delicious.
Yeah,
Bring them on the show next time.
absolutely. Well, no, they sell out.
We'll bring them on our show next time.
No, they sell out.
We'll bring them specially for the show. And next time.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
Okay.
We'll figure that.
Well, you can follow me at Adam R. Mack for some weekly sketches and some social media videos of this very podcast, probably of Queen Olivia 740, us talking about her. But you can also leave a comment on this show, leave a comment of the show on YouTube of your wild opinion, and we will read it on this very next episode. We will greatly appreciate that. It really helps us out in the algorithm. You know, TikTok is probably gone, so we're trying to grow our YouTube a little bit more, so that anything that helps us out in that algorithm really helps us out. Steve, we're going to look down the barrel of that camera, and on the count of 3, we're going to say that was wild. You ready for this? Okay. Thanks again, man, for coming on the show.
Always, anytime.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
That was wild.
It's time to get wild.
Hey, everybody. Just wanted to pop on here and say Kate and I are fine. We actually left right after this podcast. We saw the fire from our house, and we bugged the fuck out right afterwards. There's more to the story after that, but just the long story short, we grabbed our cat, we grabbed our dog, we left to Pomona. I'm actually recording this video in my wife's, I think, childhood bedroom at her parents' place. We're pretty safe from everything. I think our house is fine, but my dad was a firefighter. I grew up kind of, being aware of fires and stuff, and I know that fires move super quick. There's nothing you can do to predict this stuff. So, and I'm not going to listen to some app that tells me when it's safe or when it's not. So we're hunkering down, being chill, just kind of waiting for stuff to happen. And like the water isn't even safe to drink back at our home. So we're just chilling right now. That said, I really appreciate you all watching it. And for anybody that's concerned, we're all good. And trust me, it's been a fucking crazy week. But I hope you all were able to have some fun watching this episode, because it really was fun getting to chat with Steve. And I could not release it. It was just a fun one. There's plenty of terrible stuff happening in the world, but there doesn't mean we all can, we can have a laugh. And I hope you all got a chance to enjoy yourself a little bit. All right. There's more That Was Wild coming, and I promise we're going to do a deep dive in this whole crazy situation very soon. All right. Stay safe out there, everybody. And stay wild.